Yes, sir. It's your boy checking in live from the fifth dimension. You know who it is, Von Freeze. Hey, we cooking up today. Got the Roland Fantom. I decided to just cook up, all my loops and melodies and counter melodies inside the Roland Fantom first. That way, it gives me a quicker workflow because I got all my sounds that I want to use here, and then I will transport them, sample them into the MPCX, and go from there. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I've been working with this piano melody. Go a little something like this. That's what I got for the first piano. Second piano, I already laid it down. And I got it on 77 BPMs, and of course, keep it simple, a 4-bar loop. If I want to add on more, I can, because I can go ahead and, get this all out, and then I can make different parts as I go along once I get the main parts, stuff like that. So I put all my piano sounds separately, and then when I go into my MPCX, that's when I work the magic a little bit more. So those are my piano parts, and like I said, I just want to work a little bit more in my Roland Fantom. So that means I'm gonna be using the sequencer in here. It's a fast workflow for me because I know all my instruments. I know where I want to go. They got the instruments laid out right here, so where you could pick, your acoustic piano, electric piano, and so forth. So I can dive, real quick throughout the menus and keep it going. So those are my piano parts. I'm gonna listen to it. And I'm going to see, maybe I'll go with a string sound. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Let's see. Not too sure. I've been working on this for a little bit, trying to get all my recording equipment set up. So I'm kind of got out of the groove, but let's see. It shouldn't be too hard. May go with some strings. I kind of like those, but I still like surfing a little bit. I'm going to go back to the first ones. I ain't going to take too long doing this. I'm going to do that over. Got a pretty good vibe to it. Yes, sir. Go to a synth sound. just like that. Yeah, just that easy. I done came up with 4 different parts, melodies and counter melodies, and I may add another little ear candy on top of it, but we'll see. That's basically all you need. You already got, I got two pianos, so I got one piano, a string, and a synth. So that could be pretty much it. Okay, just like that, as you saw, I was able to move fast and efficient using my Roland Phantom. And the reason why, like I said before, is that all your sounds are set up in a good way to where you can get to them easy instead of clicking and going through a whole bunch of menus. And on the VST side, like myself, like I said, I got over 30, 40, 50,000 sounds, and sometimes you get lost going through there. So having a small section of sounds, which this keyboard has 35,000 sounds, and I haven't even upgraded it to the organ, the new organ. Well, it's not new, but I just never upgraded. That's the only thing I don't have on my Roland Phantom. So I just find it easy because they have it, all set up right here on this TR-808 grid type thing. And I can just, if I want to acoustic piano, hit that. If I want to go into the FX, hit that, pad, so on and so forth. So in my opinion, if you can get you a workstation, no matter which one it is, your workflow is going to be 10 times better because you could do all of your sequencing and recording for the melody parts inside the workstation of your choice. In my case, I got the Roland Phantom. And then what I would do next is just sample everything into here along the pads. So that gives me absolute control of all of my audio. And the good thing about it, if this happens to crash, Lord forbid, I can still have those beats right here. So now I have it as the MIDI file and I have it as the audio file. So that way it's already backed up with inside your instruments. So that's another good thing about it. And then vice versa. If this crashes, Lord forbid, because this is the master right here. This is your master recording. So with you having more than one way to record things, it may take a little bit longer, but you're going to come out better in the long run. Trying to be fast at everything is not always good. So in this case, if something happens to this, you still got it here. And if something happens right here, you still got it over here, at least in audio file. So if you do get a workstation or a Roland Phantom, make sure you take care of it. This is an expensive piece of equipment, and it's going to save you a lot of heartache and pain if you take care of it. It could do a lot of things, but the main focus right now is, since it's made to do melodies, your piano parts and all that good stuff, we're going to concentrate on that. So like I said, I got fairly a good amount of parts, different tracks, and you can always take certain things out. And you don't have to be limited to just making up one type of beat, experiment a little bit. So never sit down and put yourself in a box. Like me, when I'm not creating for customers, I'm more freer. I don't really like trying to go into saying I'm gonna make this type of beat, I'm gonna make that type of beat, because you're limiting yourself, and it takes, it may take longer to, catch a vibe. So when you're going into, when I sit down, I'm sitting down just, off of how I'm feeling. So sometimes I may make a happy beat, sometimes a sad beat, sometimes a dark beat, just depending on my personal mood, if I'm working freely, if I'm making stuff for myself. So just keep that in mind. Having a workstation is a pretty dope thing. It gives you something else to look at. Like, I can still make beats on my computers and on my MPCX, but like I told y'all before, I like having more than one instrument at my disposal. So, just like a carpenter, he got plenty of tools. He's just not going to use a hammer. You're not going to build anything just using a hammer. So, get your tools up, whatever you can afford. If you can, if you can't, so be it. But this is how I like to work. And the people that like to work how I work, get your tools up, So that's pretty much it. I do have a drum part, but I ain't going to go through that. That's enough for this video. I ain't going to keep y'all all day. But I appreciate y'all checking in with me. Once again, it's your boy Von Freeze. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check y'all on the next episode. We out, baby.